that because of X, Y, and Z. And it's all in joke, but at the same time, it's just funny because it makes me think about those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, I've come across some of those things. I've done some of those things, and they were all very well identified.
Yeah. Not to mention that when I first heard them saying it, 7, 8 months ago, I had no clue what they were talking about. So now it's just kind of like, it's like one of those things where when you were a kid and you watch like Star Trek with your dad or your grandfather or something, and like they make some joke and you're like, I don't get it. And then like now you go back and watch it, you're like, oh my goodness, it's so hilarious. I do that with my wife all the time. We're watching Doctor Who, and I'm just like rolling. She's like, "Are you okay?" All right, guys, I'm getting off the interstate, so I'm gonna have to actually pay more attention while I'm driving.
That's a good idea. Stay safe.
And keep it fun.
For sure.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
All right, have a good one. Oh, there we got. Go ahead, Philip. I missed your little intro. I assume you're doing really well in your new role and taking names in it.
Wait, Dylan? That's Dylan, right?
Yeah, that's Dylan. How you doing, Philip? Hello?
Oh, you went on mute. Philip, you're muted.
Like, it definitely cut out, like, when you said a name, and I was like, Dylan just got here, so I don't know if you said him or me. I don't know.
No, I did say hi to Dylan, but Philip, I haven't seen you in, like, weeks.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's been way too long. That's a work question. Wow, I have work questions. Yeah, it's been a little ridiculous, like, going on vacation, and then, so, like, vacation, job offer, and then, like, well, I have 2 weeks. I'm going to take it. And then just, like, jumping in. Yeah, it's been insane.
Like getting on the interstate all of a sudden, and life is going 100 miles an hour?
Absolutely, or faster. Also, America's huge, just FYI. Like, it takes forever to drive everywhere. I forgot. But yeah, so I guess, I mean, my coding stand-up for this week would be, I guess I wrote like a prototype API in Sinatra. This is not Python. Just imagine I'm saying flask. It'll be fine.
He's off the call. He won't complain.
That's true. He won't also break out in hives, which is probably a win. So yeah, I think I spent this week building a prototype API, and it turns out Google's YouTube API is a whole basket of nightmares. Or just like authentication, and part of it's probably that I don't know what the shape of the beast looks like, and so I'm like kind of poking at it with a small candle and stick. So that's super fun. Yeah, we're building like an internal tool to like wrangle a bunch of videos that we recorded. So that's the intern project, and I am giving it my best shot. But yeah, it's good to see you all. It's been quite long. And hopefully, as my life gets more regular, I'll be back. Hopefully very soon.
Cool.
And yeah.
Good to see you too, and glad things are going well for you. Go
Thank you.
do good work, and we'll see you back when you're able to.
Absolutely. So, pass on the stand-up torch. Anyone else check in for stand-up time?
I'll go ahead. So, let's see, what have I done this week? I did work a little bit on the tool that I'm making to kind of scrape out my markdown of goals and stuff I'm supposed to do with text manipulation type stuff. I worked on that a little bit, but other than that, and other than stuff I'm doing for work, I really haven't done a whole lot. But I think I mentioned last week If not, then this week I'd be happy to mention that I have been doing some C# stuff at work, which was nice to break out and trying to do the whole TDD thing with the Visual Studio test. I'm not sure what it's called. It used to be called like MS Test. It's very similar to NUnit, which is the open source framework for .NET. But yeah, I'm using that, and it's pretty cool.
Trying to move all your stuff out of VBA?
I'm trying to move general consensus of coding away from VBA and into something a little bit sturdier.
Developer happiness is the thing. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, that's about all for me. Other than that, I've been watching as much football, NFL football, as I can these past couple weeks, and just trying to, wind a couple projects down as I'm getting ready to spin a couple new ones up.
Cool.
How's Ruby Quiz going? That's a thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, the Iron Coder?
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, the Iron Coder. That. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Fridays. I know you're busy, but you're welcome to join in. We've done 2 weeks now, and we did FizzBuzz the first week, and that was we got a whole lot of responses in a whole bunch of different languages, which was really awesome.
Okay, sweet.
And we just started a new one that's like a Mad Lib style challenge, and I hate to say it, but I haven't started it yet, but I'll do that soon.
Me neither.
You've only got a week left.
Yep.
As our leader, you really should put up something.
Oh, I will. I'll get it done. But yeah, that's all for me. I'll pass on the torch to whoever wants to get.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go. Last Thursday I had a personal thing, so couldn't join, unfortunately. I was at a rodeo, so it wasn't that important. But it was a nice welcome back to the States after not being here for a little while. And it's the only time I get to say this is my first rodeo, so that was a plus as well. But yeah, so the past week tried to explore Django a bit, and just kind of like Python-based web dev in general. So poked around a couple of tutorials. I finished I guess like 4 or 5 chapters of the TDD book, and then I just did I think through part 2 of the official tutorial for on the Django site. So I guess I'll just kind of keep putting my head down and going through that stuff. And yeah, if I'm not at all up to date on, what's happening on the blog project, but if there's something that I can jump in on, could be cool. I know more than I previously did. So, yeah, I think that's basically me. Oh, I meant. I was wondering, where are the links for the Iron Coder videos? I guess. Jamal.
Just go to YouTube.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just go to YouTube and search for Code Newbie, and all of the Code Newbie videos are going to be on there. So you'll see the Iron Coders, you'll see the Python Thursdays, all the rest of them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I've already done a FizzBuzz previously, and I was just curious how other people did it because I wasn't around last week. And then, do you guys describe this week's project in there as well? Or
yes, we do. Yeah.
That'd be the best place to look for it on the YouTubes.
I'll give you the YouTubes. I can also throw a couple links up there for just to my personal Google Doc version, because it hasn't posted out to codenewbie.org yet.
Dylan, are you on Trello?
Yeah, I'm on there.
I can just add you to Trello. That's a good idea, Derek.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got Trello. We've got
A trellis
Just
for
so
iron
you-
coder as well.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And so you can go back and look at the FizzBuzz one, and everyone who did one has a card, and everyone has the link to their GitHub account where they've got their solutions, so you'll be able to take a look at all of them.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
I'll go ahead and add you now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, while I'm doing that, does anyone else want to do stand-up?
I can go.
Okay, great.
Well, this week I did some work on the, bootstrap layout issue for the blog project, and I'm ready to show to you guys this night.
Awesome.
But I need to get used to the to the GitHub workflow. That's what I was asking about earlier, Jamal.
Yeah, let's definitely, after we do stand-up and stuff, we can go through and get you set up on that if you have questions or issues with it.
Yeah, it's like how to do a pull request, something like that.
Sure. Sounds good. Cool. Yeah, if that, did you have anything else that you wanted to do on stand-up?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Then let's
I
see.
guess that makes it my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
I did some work in Django for the Iron Coder. I'm going to try and do it as a web app with a Django backend. It probably means I'm going to need to figure out some JavaScript for the front end, which should be interesting. So we'll see how that goes.
Nice, Derek. What are you trying to do exactly?
Are you familiar with Mad Libs?
Sort of.
So it's a game where you have a story, but there are blanks in there, and it tells you the part of speech that you want to put in there. And so you tell people, people give you something knowing just what the blank's supposed to be, and then you put it into the story and display the entire story, and hilarity ensues. So it's a case of trying to, I want to do it as a database on the back end that stores the story with the words removed, allows people to put in a story on the front end, pick which words they want to remove and tell what parts of speech they are, and then also have it where you have the game and you get to see, these are what you need to fill in, and then it puts those into the story and displays it for you.
Nice, sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm having Trello issues, so I will post up the Google Docs versions, and anyone who's interested can get a basic idea from that. All right. I also saw we did a little Project Euler work on last week's Iron Coder as live coding, and we reached a challenge that was like prime factors or something like that of some ginormous number. And Derek, you went ahead and completed that.
Yeah, I did.
Which was rather impressive.
I remember that one was pretty kind of hellish a little bit. So much, oh my goodness, poking at it, a lot of poking at it. Not
You did that one, Philip?
Yeah, I feel like it was a couple months ago. I went to an in-person meetup in Houston, and we tried to tackle that one. And it wasn't until some engineering student was like, "Oh, it's just, you should know, it's going to be less than like the square root." And I was like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Dang it! And it was just like, oh, that's the one piece of information that would have made it super easy. Yeah, true enough.
Nice.
I feel like most of the Project Euler problems require you to know some tidbit of math, and then the problem becomes super easy. But if you don't know that, you don't quite know how to figure out what it is you don't know.
That makes sense.
Because like brute force can only get you so far. It's just like the one little that key makes it a huge.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
Philip's muted.
Yep. Yep, you're muted again. I don't know how that keeps happening.
I think. Oh, I'm doing it on purpose to like not have much of cafe noise, but I'm also not saying anything. So hopefully, you're not missing anything. I don't know.
All right.
I
No
think
worries.
Show Noter's going to have fun with this week with
Yeah,
all
we-
these Google Docs.
These giant URLs with a bunch of just randomized letters.
Yeah, I took my first algorithm, like, related test, like coding test, I guess you would call it, this week, and I will also need to brush up on some math related stuff. Yeah, it was interesting. Never done anything like that before, and never taken comp sci courses, so I guess I'll need to check out stuff like Project Euler.
It's spelled
You-
Euler, but I think it's pronounced. I've been told it's pronounced Euler.
Really?
He's
A
German.
little dirty. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop trying to fight with Trello, and I'll get you added when I figure it out, Dylan.
I think I'm already on there to the Thursday blog, if that helps. But,
Yeah, that's where I was getting your info,
mhm.
but I couldn't add you to the other one. I don't know why.
Mhm.
But I'll figure it out later.
Mhm.
All right. Well, cool. It's kind of interesting seeing, just with this Python Thursday, kind of where, looking back to Philip, when you started it up back in, what was that, May or April or sometime around then? April?
April? Yeah, I think so.
Kind of,
It's been, That's insane, actually.
At the time, we all kind of
man, it's been a
had
long
no
time.
idea what Python was, and hadn't really worked on a group project together. Now we've got a group project under our belt, and you're able to leverage stuff into your thing. Jay's got his thing going. He's got a couple projects going. Everyone's kind of growing and heading out in their own directions and doing stuff, which I really think is great.
No, for sure. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to like come back with all kinds of treasures to share with you all. I hope that's what's going to happen. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, it's so cool out there. Everyone should do the same thing.
Make sure you tell Jay how awesome Ruby is.
Yeah, definitely an interview question was like, so how do you feel about Ruby? And like, I really wanted to just laugh. But I was like, oh, it's great. I mean, I don't have any problem with it at all.
Right on. Cool. Well, I know, Andre, you have the Git item that you wanted us to go through. Before we get to that, were there any pull requests or anything to do out on the Python Thursday blog? Let me go check real quick.
You had a pull request.
Mine was not code related though.
Yeah.
But last week I had a takeaway to move the Trello board into a docs folder. So I made a pull request for that.
Quick question for you all, because I'm going to have to dip out of here pretty soon. Do you need any like admin stuff, or anyone need to add to the repo that hasn't been gotten to yet?
That's a good question. Anyone on here hasn't been added to the repo that wants to be?
crickets, which is good.
So,
I feel like
which repo are we talking about?
the Django
blog.
project.
The blog one.
Mhm.
I found the URL for it before, but I was having trouble for it finding it again. Is it on the Trello board somewhere?
It might be. I'll paste it in. I'm on the page right now.
Philip, are you reachable at all if we need someone added to the board in the middle of the week, or are you sort of not reachable?
Like email or like asynchronous stuff, definitely. I can. Yeah, I think my email is in the README, maybe. Yeah, I may not get to it like live, but I'll definitely try and get to it if I see something like that.
Okay.
I caught up today with some requests, but yeah, I wanted to make sure I checked in with y'all, see if you need anything in terms of.
I was just wondering whether we needed to add someone else as admin to the repo.
Right on. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's kind of up to you guys. I can definitely get to it, but if you'd like to add somebody else, that's also cool. You can take permission from Saran.
Yeah, we could talk to Saran probably when you don't have to leave. Or if you're there, you can bring it up. We'll get it figured out.
Okay.
Oh, that link.
Cool. All right, I made a note of it. All right. So I guess there is the one pull request for me. Does anyone have any issues with me pushing that over to master?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll go ahead and get that pushed. And now, Andre, it is all you. Let's get that taken care of.
Okay. I'll just share my screen with you guys.
Okay.
Entire screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So I did some work on the bootstrap layout. Let me see here.
Yeah.
This. Are you guys seeing?
That looks really nice.
Yep. I'm not working with like the bootstrap layout. It's called Start Bootstrap. So it's another bootstrap thing. And it has this kind of a blog template. It's called blog clean template. So I thought it was very nice to put this template on our project.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, so I did this. Let me see if the Django server is running. No. Okay. So what I did, I was talking to you earlier, Jamal. So I have two local branches, right? One master and one for my issue.
Okay.
That's
And
called-
your feature branch is bootstrap layout number 10?
Yeah. That's the number of the issue, right?
Okay.
And
So,
then,
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the next step we need to do, this is, could you do a git remote real quick? Just
Git remote?
yeah. Okay, so you have origin and upstream. Git remote -v, I think, is for verbose, but I'm not sure.
V?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm not sure what the difference between those is. They look the same. Okay.
Yeah. It looks the same to me too.
Okay. So what you're going to want to do to be able to do the pull request, because the pull request isn't Git itself, that's part of GitHub, you need to push your feature branch up to GitHub. And you would do that by doing, and I think we tried this earlier and we got an error, but I can see better what's going on. It should be git push origin.
And the name of my...
Right, the name you want, of the name of the branch you want it to go to.
Like... input the same name of my local repo, right? My
Yeah, you
local
should be
branch.
able to use that, I would
Yeah.
think.
So that's the command, right?
It looks right. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Nothing happened so far. Okay. Oh,
Oh.
it worked.
Nice. Now let's go to GitHub, and you should see the branch.
You mean to my GitHub, right?
No, to the blog GitHub.
Okay.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah.
4 branches. Ah, got it.
There it is. So if you click on that, you should get the big green button. Or little
This
green
one.
button. Yep.
This.
Yep, that's it. Oh, it's identical to Master?
No, but...
Well, you were the last author on Master.
Oh, maybe he already pushed it to Master on accident?
Maybe.
I don't think so. Let me see. No, 11 days ago, it was just an adjust of a CSS file that I did like this, you know?
Okay.
It was calling foundation.css, and I just changed for block CSS.
Okay.
But it's not that.
Go back to your local branch, and maybe you hadn't committed your changes.
Try get status.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so
Okay.
yeah, I want to commit. Is there anything in there we don't want to commit? What's that .ds store?
The store is it's a Mac thing, you know?
Okay.
Can I remove this?
I
You
think
don't want to do
can.
the git commit just yet. You want to make sure you add those in
Yeah.
first.
Sorry.
Before we add, do you want to add the DS store to your git ignore so those don't get added into your into the repo?
Okay, how do I do that?
Whatever your editor of choice is, open up .git ignore, one word.
Yes. Another Vimmer.
Yep.
Actually, I'm using Atom to do this. Okay. Cool.
I'm just catching up on what y'all are doing now, or...
Hey, Tammy.
Hello.
Andre had some Git issues, so we're helping him through them. He's looking to make the pull request off of his feature branch.
Okay. And I'm not going to stay too long. Not feeling too well after the doctor's office. I don't know if that's so good, but they make you feel worse.
Sorry, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Did you have anything you wanted to talk about while he's getting this sorted out?
No, I'm kind of behind for me not feeling too well all this week and such, so I have to play catch up this weekend on what I've gotten from Jay and also my code as well. So I'm behind.
No worries. I think.
But I will be catching up this weekend.
Okay. Well, definitely. First of all, get better, and we look forward to seeing it.
Okay. Is that right? I just added
That looked good.
.ds_store to the gitignore file, like this. Okay.
I think you might need to put a star in front of it.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot.
There you go. Now, if we do git status, it shouldn't show the DS stores.
Yep.
Awesome. Now I think you're ready to add.
Okay.
So you're working on the design aspect of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he added some really good stuff there.
It looks
And now I git push origin master, right?
not master, but your feature branch. You should have tab complete on there. So whatever the name of your feature branch is, which is what, Bootstrap layout number 10. Yeah.
Okay.
So my question to you is, because it was another group that I'm working with too, what made you choose Bootstrap over Bourbon?
I'm not overly familiar with either of them really, but
Okay.
what are the differences? Like, I assume they're both like CSS frameworks or something?
And I'm just wondering, like, what made you choose Bootstrap? Was it because it had everything already, or with Bourbon, I think you got to pick and choose what you want. It's still like a base, but you go in and you choose what you want. Bootstrap is more of, it gives you all of the stuff in one instance, and then there you go. But I was just wondering what made them choose that one.
I know that I had suggested Bootstrap because it was the only thing that I had heard of.
Okay.
Someone else had seconded it. I think it was Jay, and I don't know what his reason for suggesting it was. So I'd never heard of Bourbon until just now.
Yep.
I didn't suggest Bootstrap, but if I did, it would be because I hadn't heard of Bourbon, but that's my own fault.
Okay.
Because I admittedly know little to nothing of CSS. I mean, if you point out an element on screen, I can style it, but beyond that, not so much.
Yeah, the same here and such. It's just that when I was on the project, somebody had said the same thing, but me and design is, I'm pretty not too familiar with that. Okay. Is that how to... Is that what you're running now? Okay.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Is that yours? Is that what you're displaying for us?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And your posts are on GitHub.
Okay.
So now you can go over and make your pull request.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that, Andre. That looks good.
Thanks. So what's the next step?
Okay, so now you can go over to GitHub and make your pull request.
So I click on my branch, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And this green little button, yeah.
Yep.
Able to merge. Okay.
All right, so you should. This is giving you the details. Did we already make the pull request? No, because you just click the button. At some point in there, it should give you a space to just title your pull request. And I'm not sure where that is. Maybe it's because you're on. Yeah, let's go to that branch. Click the green button. Oh, maybe it's because you're not signed in to GitHub?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's why.
I'm just guessing.
Here.
There we go. It's the big green button.
Comparing pull request.
Yeah. There you go. So you can put a title for it there, and underneath you can write a little summary about what you did. And then when you're ready, you can click create pull request, and then it'll take you to a new page that'll be the URL of the pull request.
Create pull request, right?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Right. Now, since we have folks here, now normally you take like the URL for this here and then post it up on the Slack channel or some way to get to the group to say, hey, here's my pull request. But we have folks here, so if we want to take a look at it real quick and then do a merge, we could do that. Let's do that. That way we can have that code merged into master.
So for the bootstrap.css, did you write anything in there, or is that just straight out of whatever module added the bootstrap in?
Let me see. Like this file here, bootstrap.css?
Yeah, that one.
No, just the default thing.
Okay.
Actually, what I'm trying to understand is like we have this big snake app, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the blog app, and where are we gonna put the template? So I just put the templates here. It's like on the templates page, right? It's like index, post, content, and about. I worked this week on the index or base.html. The other three I'll be working on this week or the next week. But what is this big snake it's all about?
I don't know. I don't know what the snake is neither.
I'm not. Go ahead.
I think that's supposed to have the models in there for that we use for the actual blog itself, but I'm not sure anymore.
I didn't know.
I know Django separates out its functionality into like separate applications, and I think that was the initial application that Philip made when he first put the blog together.
Okay.
But I'm not really sure design-wise how that fits into where it is now.
Because at the moment the blog it's using this urls.py inside the big snake app
Yeah,
folder.
that's true. It's using it because I can't even get to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know they use like the blog. It's supposed to be the blog more than anything, but I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with you. I'm not sure what the big snake is about.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
either.
probably the name of the project that Philip gave it when he created it.
Okay.
That would be my
Okay.
guess. But if someone wants to take on sorting that out, then that would be helpful.
Because I believe it's supposed to all go towards the blog instead of the big snake.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to reroute our URLs to come from there and maybe do some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, to use these URLs .py inside the blog app. I believe.
So that's a good question. You said, Andre, that you put the templates out in kind of the upper level Python Thursday blog.
Yeah.
I don't really know the structure of Django very well yet. Is that, do you normally put them out in at the like root level, or would you put them in the blog level, or can you just do it however makes sense for your project?
I think you can choose both, but I believe that if you put like the upper level, you can use your templates as a base for your other apps inside your Django project.
Okay, that makes sense. So you have a kind of a hierarchy of templates,
Yeah.
and you can nest them. You can have like a main page, and then have your other apps kind of have their own separate templates.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Andre, can you go into settings.py?
Which
This one?
Big snake?
Yeah. There, we've got more than one settings.
Yes.
Ooh.
Blog.
Attorney's blog.
No, I don't think.
Blog.
No, we don't.
I thought it was. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Okay. So the big snake is the name of the entire project.
Uh-huh.
Blog is going to be the one of the apps that we have
Okay.
installed in our project.
Got it.
So somewhere in that settings file, there should be something called like templates or template directory, and it will say where to. There we go.
There it is.
And so that tells it Django where to look for the templates.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment, we have it set up that the only place it's looking is in that templates directory in the base directory.
Yeah, this one.
If we have some templates that are specific to certain parts of to one application that we have installed in the project, we can add that in there, and then it'll look in that place as well.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So
Personally,
we can have like 2, 3, or 4 template folders inside our project.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So I'll go ahead on GitHub, make an issue to. I'm not sure exactly how to word it. I don't think we need Big Snake and blog. I would rather have blog, but if it's Big Snake is the main project, I'm not sure how easy that is.
I think that's the wrong idea.
Is it? Okay.
I think if we want to rename things, that might be good to clear things up. But the way Django is set up, there's supposed to be one directory that's sort of the main controlling directory, which in this case would be Big Snake.
Okay.
And then you've got one directory for each app that you have installed.
Okay, so do you think that apart from maybe the names that this directory structure is correct right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, then let's leave it. Cool. All right, Andre, did you well, actually, we're going to do the merge. So, does anyone have any other questions about the pull request?
Why do we have PHP in there?
PHP.
It's the contact. We can delete that and make with Python.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing on my local host, Andre. Like you're seeing Python *C. I don't see that.
Yes, and I tried to access your. It's like this address is working for you. It's like /post.
Mhm.
It doesn't for me.
Okay.
Let me write key again.
So, Andre, did you write up the contacts file, or is that something that was sort of included with
That's what I'm
the
getting.
Included with the template.
Okay.
I noticed that, but we can delete that.
I don't know if we need to delete it right away, but I certainly think that it should be changed to from PHP at some point.
Yes, I agree.
All right, so that will be the issue that I'll make on GitHub. How's that?
That sounds good.
And we can leave it for now.
So Tammy, in your local environment, if you hit /post, it will work.
I'm sorry.
If you do localhost
Mhm.
3000/post, it will work on your local environment or not?
Yeah, let me take a look. Hold on. I'm gonna restart it up again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so no, it keeps on saying that it needs to be, my URL needs to be defined in big snake. I keep on getting a big snake issue.
So in your urls.py in the big snake folder, it needs to
Right,
be added?
and I may have to update that because it's looking like it's referenced. But when I go straight to my regular one, it's just like, we're currently under construction, check back soon.
That's what the oldest one.
Right, that's what I get.
Okay. That's right.
So I'm trying to figure out where did I go wrong with the big snake. I didn't think about big snake. So maybe my URL, maybe I need to add big snake to here. I probably have to add big snake to the blog URL.
You want to share your screen?
Sure.
I'll stop mine.
So I guess right here, here's the one that I did for the blogging stuff. So here's my URLs. But it's acting like it's asking for like the big snake.
Yes, because right now Django is using the bigsnake.urls file. Django is not using the
Blog.
urls.py inside the blog app.
Okay.
We can. There's a way to set it up where it moves from one URL file to the next.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember how to do it, but I remember seeing it when I was going through the Django tutorial.
Okay.
So that's something where we would need to tell the we'd need to change the URLs in the big snake to point to the URLs in the blog under certain circumstances.
It's on the settings.py. It's called root_urlconf.
It's called what?
root/urlconf. This one. Put on the chat.
Okay. So should I put that in mine then? Inside settings. So should I put that inside of mine or?
Block.
So settings.py is in which folder?
In Big Snake.
Snake, yeah.
Okay. So do you have, Terry, with yours, do you have the full app, or both apps and the root folder, or do you just have your own
It should be.
blog folder?
I don't know what happened to my settings, but I thought I had all my stuff pushed over here. But looking through it, I don't see my settings.
There were a couple of other branches. Are you thinking one of the other branches?
Yeah, it's possible. Or maybe it's a local branch that hasn't been pushed up to GitHub.
Let's take a look.
Jamal has the branch for the docs, and Jay has a branch as well. Tammy, you made some pull requests 2 weeks ago to the Git Posts branch.
Yes, with the help of y'all. Because I wouldn't have been able to do this on my own.
Well, I didn't know if that's what you were thinking of.
Did the pull request get merged into master? I know we did it on the meeting, but I don't remember.
I believe it did.
Okay.
Wait, did those pull requests get merged into master? No,
They did not?
not all of them. Hold on. Because that branch is 3 commits ahead and 3 commits behind master. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Jay did 3 commits on there, so those must be his.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I have to look at this again.
Right, I'm installing stuff to get this up and running. To try it out on mine. I think I've just gotten it done. There we go, we got our migrations. server. And let's do it. Okay, yeah, the blog's there on mine. It's running, and
Then I'm probably doing something wrong then.
oh, but when I click on a page, the post. Well, no, we don't have the post URL. Do we have the post displaying yet, or no?
Wait, I did the post, but it's giving me an error message referencing to Big Snake.
Okay, I'm getting that same thing too. Did the post that you did that change get pushed out into master, or is that still on your feature branch?
Yeah, that's out there.
It's out there on the master.
It is out there on master.
But
Exactly.
that's what I was saying about the URLs. So if you look in the Big Snake URLs file,
Okay.
there's no reference to posts.
I see. So
But
if I
if-
go locally,
And that's where it's looking first.
So basically,
Whereas
you
if you go
probably-
into the blog,
got you. So therefore, you need to put the patterns in the Big Snake to do posts and got you. Okay, that makes sense. So basically, pulling from the blog itself.
now what we can do is we can take it and say that if the URL contains post, we push it and we tell it to go look in the URL in the blog URLs file.
Okay, so you don't want to just copy. I mean, you don't want to like just take this file and copy from this area to Big Snake URL.
I don't know. I'm offering another option.
how many URL patterns do you have in the blog one?
Just 4.
So we should have 5 altogether if we're going to combine them all into one, because we also need the one for the admin.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I would have to research that one. I don't know offhand how to do a redirect from that one to that one.
Okay. Well, I think that for this particular pull request, because this pull request is for the styling, then we're probably good, and we can go back and sort out the URLs later. So,
Okay.
I mean, would you agree?
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave it just like that and such that I'm about to call it a day. I just wanted to see where we are and such.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you could join.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks,
Feel
Tammy.
better.
All right. So, let's go ahead and merge that pull request in. Now, the easy way to do that is on GitHub. There should be a merge this pull request button, or we can do it from the command line, depending on which you prefer, Andre.
Okay, I will just share my screen again. Just a sec. Okay. This button here?
That button right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Merge.
Dylan's back.
I need to write something here or not?
It's good practice to leave a comment.
Is this closing out one of our issues?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, no, I think there is. It's issue number 10, right?
Yeah, but it's, I still need some work to do, like, about sample posts, things like that.
Okay.
Like, for me, it's not completed yet, so I don't know what you guys think.
Do you not want to
would
merge it in yet? Or
Sorry?
would you say it is at a point where it is complete enough to merge into master, or is there additional functionality that should be included before it gets merged in?
No, I think we can merge, and I was still working on that.
Okay.
Then I would say
Mm-hmm.
have it resolve issue number 10, and then add more issues of things that you see that are still problems.
That makes sense.
Could be, yeah.
And if you
That's
want to
what-
grab those issues, those additional issues, and work on them, then
Okay.
you're welcome to.
I can do this. So, what I put in here?
I believe you can say resolve
Uh-huh.
number 10. Yep.
There you go.
Comment. And merge pull request.
Yep.
Okay. Confirm merge. Okay.
There you go.
My first pull request, guys. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bravo.
Good job.
I'm glad I can make it.
Yeah. Yeah, good work. It looks nice.
Thanks. Oh, this one.
Yeah, I added that issue.
How do I assign myself to this issue?
Okay.
Assign yourself, okay.
Yep, cool.
Don't forget to delete that branch.
Ah, okay. Because it was merged, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I delete like my branches or this active branches? My branch.
Yeah, that one right there. It's the same as the active branch. It just shows it in two different lists.
Okay, got it. Done.
Awesome. And you probably want to change it locally too, or get rid of it locally too.
You mean here?
So
Like
it's
what?
git branch -d and then the name of the branch you want to get rid of.
D.
That should do it. Oh, you need to check out a different branch first.
Okay.
I always do that. Now you should be able to do it.
But it's still showing here, right?
Yeah, do the git branch -d and the name of the branch now.
Okay. It's not fully merged.
Oh, because
Capital D.
Yeah, you could do capital D. Because you did the merge on GitHub, it doesn't know about it locally. But
And all I have to do here is like a git pull, right?
And that'll bring in your merged changes. And you're good.
Got it.
Very nice.
Nice. Thanks, guys, for helping me with
No
this.
problem. Glad you got your pull request in.
Yep. Me too.
Cool. Well, does anyone else have any questions or issues or anything they wanted to talk about?
No.
All right. Well, I think I'm good. I will go ahead and grab the show notes for Jay, and then we can wrap it up whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. So, Jamal, you will add those other issues as well?
Which other issues did you want? I'm happy to add some.
Let me see.
Andre, do you know how to add issues?
Never did that.
We can go over that real quick if you want.
Okay.
So if you
like
go, oh, go ahead.
issues?
Yep,
Just new issue.
that's right.
Ah, okay. I can do this. So I'll think in some issues related to the bootstrap layout, and I'll add here later. Okay.
Okay, yeah, anything you
All right.
come up with that needs to be updated, go for it.
Okay.
And you don't have to assign them to yourself, but if you want to work on them, please feel free to.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. All right. Well, then I will take this hangout off the air, and everyone have a good night.